Alright, welcome back to the channel. We got a little bit different video today. You can see, got that barometric frame on the trailer. Tay and I are headed out to Fayetteville, Tennessee to go see Mr. BJ Sanders. Drop a frame off to him, and we're gonna get us a new race car built. I'm kind of excited about this. Very tired. I'm very excited. So we got about an 8-hour ride ahead of us on this fine Friday, and we're gonna go and stop back through Width on the way home and go out to Width Raceway, catch a race, and then be back Sunday so we can press some shirts for all Taylor's orders.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is BJ with Flyin. I'm gonna let him tell you about his chassis, and he's actually got one right off the jig right here, and he can talk about his race cars.
This is my latest creation. This is a 2026 Flyin factory stock car that I'm still in the middle of building, kind of waiting on the floor pan and firewall to be put in it. But yeah, this is what we want Mr. Doug to be riding in for later in the year and next year also. So it's what we're working toward.
So this car, we're gonna try to keep it towards the factory stock rules. I don't want to be tied to Lakeview. I love Lakeview, but I feel like we can take one of these cars right here, do what BJ's been doing out here in Tennessee, and be just as competitive as all the other cars. I don't think we need weight jacks in these cars, and that's really the only thing that cripples a Lakeview car is the weight jacks and the firewall floor pan stuff. But so we're just gonna do a fabricated firewall floor pan, kind of build it towards the Southern States Alliance factory stock rules, and I think we're still gonna have a pretty competitive piece, if not a dominant piece, at Lakeview, and still be able to go travel on the off weekends of Lakeview. So I'm super excited to be in a fresh car, and it was really kind of mind blowing to have BJ reach out and basically tell me he wants me in one of his race cars. I appreciate him having faith in me, and I'm looking forward to getting into a nice hot rod.
Well, you gotta have a good driver in a good race car. You can't have a good race car and a bad driver. So I saw Dougie race a few times, and I knew right away that he was a real good wheel man, and really fortunate to have him in one of my race cars. I can't wait to see it run.
So everybody that is wondering about Flyin race cars, when did you start building cars?
I started my business 9 months ago, and I've completed 7 race cars so far, but I've been building cars for 35 years. I've been in the racing business a long time. I raced as a driver for 30 years. I built all my own stuff. Majority of the stuff that I raced, I built my own. That's how I learned what I know about it. But as far as being in business, I've been in business for 9 months now, and I'm just getting the door open and getting cars out there. It takes a minute to get cars out there, especially when you're one man working by yourself.
So what's your favorite class that you've raced?
Open wheel modified is my favorite class. I built all my own stuff back then, and of course 20 years ago you could do that. Now you probably couldn't do it. I could build a car, and I feel like I could be competitive in it. Of course I love the late model stuff, and I had a good time driving a late model when I raced them for another guy I raced for, and we raced late models, but I personally never could do it out of my wallet. And open wheel modified deal is it was something that I could afford.
I'm a modified guy, so I feel where you're coming from.
Car I built, and it's built on a little different road package. The firewall's a little far forward versus what I'm going to build him, but it's almost completed. All I like is a body on it. Other than that, it's pretty much ready to race. There's the third car built. I changed a few things since then, make them a little better every time you build them, it seems like. But this is the closest one I got in the stage that it's in as far as being close to being done.
So tell us about what you do other than building chassis, even though that's kind of like what you're wanting to work towards. It's your primary stuff.
Well, here recently I've got a lot of guys that bring their cars to me. I do a lot of setup work and consulting on these cars. A lot of guys that are bringing their stuff to me to work on and get them faster. And you know, I build chassis. I do complete bodies inside and out, and just complete race cars from front to rear.
What kind of like body stuff, and like I'm just gonna stop right here and say this man builds some of the best looking bodies I've seen. He puts a lot of time in them. So for those that are watching that don't know this, BJ started building my dad's cruiser car, and my dad kind of looked him up, and that's how I know BJ. So I don't know. The body on that car, I didn't build it. BJ built that. I wish I could say I could do nice work like that, and I probably could if I took enough time, but BJ's bodies are just unreal. Really not anything else to say about it. Like, he B-rolls everything. He really puts his heart and soul in them. So if you guys are in the area and you need a body and you want a good looking race car, I'd say this is probably the man to go to.
Put a lot of heart in my work, and I don't stop until I get it looking like I want it to look. Sometimes things don't turn out exactly perfect, but it's a race car. But like I said, I put a lot of heart, a lot of time goes into these cars. I don't mass produce race cars. I build each car with my heart and soul. I build each car like I would want my own car built. Built his dad, Mr. Wayne, a car. That one he's talking about is a cruiser car. It was actually mine. It was a leaf spring car, and it turned out really nice. And I was actually fortunate to get to build it. This car right here, I did not build the chassis. It's another chassis manufacturer. Buddy brought it to me to do suspension updates and do all aluminum work. He tore it up really bad the last time he raced it, so he brought it to me to put a new body on it and fix all the crash stuff. I do a lot of that. I do a lot of repairs and suspension updates. That car in the middle there, that old Camaro, that's a bomber. He actually brought it to me to add some bars here and there, and update the suspension on it as well. In southern Middle Tennessee, about 2 hours from Nashville, Fayetteville, Tennessee. Our local tracks is Duck River, which is in right outside of Shelbyville, Tennessee. That's our closest track. And we have Thunder Hill Speedway, which is in Lawrenceburg. It's about an hour from here. Do a lot of work out of Alabama. Moulton, Alabama has a speedway called Extreme. I get a few customers out of there. But that's about near our 3 local tracks right now.
Also Talladega. We passed Talladega short track on the way out here, and I'm gonna have to go there eventually.
Yes,
that's a fun looking little racetrack.
We do race at Talladega quite a bit. It isn't 2 hours from here.
It's a lot smaller than what it looks in videos.
It's small. It's a small racetrack.
I always thought it was kind of like the size of Lakeview or something, but
no, it ain't. It's a small track. But they've got new owners. They widened the track, got a lot of new dirt on it, and it's really a good racetrack now.
So something I wanted to add, because this is the plan I'm working to. Like obviously we got 2, we're gonna have 2 after I get this car. So we're gonna have the Fight Fab, and then we're gonna have the Flyin 9. I'll probably keep that Fight Fab to the end of the year, and then when I get caught up with everything else we got going on, I plan on having BJ build another car for us, which will be factory firewall and floor pan, and that way we can race it as a Thunder Bomber. So he can build them factory firewall, floor pan,
Yes, sir.
or fabricated.
He can do it.
And he can build more than just factory stocks.
Yeah, I build street stocks too, and open wheels. I can build bunny or whatever you want. I don't fool with late models much anymore. Of course, I wouldn't build a late model chassis anyway. But my bread and winner is a factory stock car and street stocks.
But yeah, so if y'all are interested, you can find BJ on Facebook, Flyin 9 Race Cars, and I have never done this, but I'll find a way to put a link in like the description or something. I hear that on videos a lot, but I don't know how to do it. Taylor will teach me, I hope. But appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed this shop tour, and once again, Mr. BJ,
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank you,
doing what you're doing for us,
Yes,
and
sir.
just
It's a pleasure.
helping everybody in racing. You're not just worried about
Absolutely.
a lot of companies businesses that build race cars only want to work on their own race cars. So I appreciate you helping everybody, not just focus on your people.
Well, my agenda is to get cars out there. I know you're a good driver and you need a good race car. That's what I saw in the videos I've been watching, was you need a better race car. And I can get you that. So I'm honored to get to do it for you, and I can't wait to see it done.
We're ready to win some races. I know that we're going to be able to do it in these cars. So make sure y'all go and look BJ up on Facebook, and if y'all need any chassis work or anything done, even my guys back in the Eastern Carolinas, it's worth the 8-hour drive out here, because you're not going to find a better fabricator, especially on these type of cars. Like a lot of these cars around us are just thrown together. I can sit here and tell you that BJ's cars are like, the welds on these cars literally look as good as any modified or late model I've owned. So I'm looking forward to having quality race cars under me. Not that the 2 cars I have that I'm selling aren't quality race cars. I just have this opportunity with BJ to be in one of his cars, and the man called and asked me to be in his car, and that's I want to help him, and obviously it's going to help me out a ton. But those cars are for sale, so come by them so I can get my Flyin 9 together. But appreciate you guys watching. Thank you to BJ for his support and opportunity we have. Just make sure you go down, like, comment, subscribe, and all that kind of good stuff.